Welcome to hell.
Zdravím YouTube, tu je Schuman a toto je moje vôbec prvé video, ktoré natáčam sám. A video, ako vidíte, je na hru Saints Row. Je to datadisk 4, volá sa Get Out of Hell. Hra vyšla niekedy dneska v noci, takže sa do nej hneď pustíme a dúfam, že si užijete teda. Poďme na to. Máme new game, tu už mám nejaký rozohratý postup, ale my ideme od začiatku. Obťažnosť si dám asi normál, keďže je moc ľahké a asi hardcore to netreba preháňať hneď na začiatok. Pretože 4 som hral už veľmi dávno a ani som ho v podstate nedohral, takže stačí ten normál.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a man so exceptional that the divine hosts of heaven and hell were forced to take note. A man dangerous enough to bring Satan to his knees, but selfless enough to make God himself raise an eyebrow. How did this come to pass? Well, it all began at a very special birthday party for a very special young lady.
Surprise!
What is all this?
It's your birthday, Kinsey.
So?
You've never been to a birthday party?
No.
Oh, like not even growing up?
I went to the School of the Americas since kindergarten. We didn't really do birthday parties.
But you celebrated Christmas?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, Kinsey, this is going to be so much fun. Xinjai made a cake, Jane Austen is here, we'll play some games.
What sort of games? So you celebrate birthdays by trafficking with spirits?
It's spooky and fun.
It's a bunch of letters. It's tradition. Every slumber party has to involve a spirit board.
Slumber party?
How's it work?
We ask it a question, and the spirit of the board will reveal the answer.
How?
Yeah, someone pushes the pointy thing to wherever they want.
Wait. Can we go back to you and your slumber parties?
No time. All right. Everyone put their hands on the cursor.
Cursor. I feel the magic already.
All right. Will the President/God Emperor for life ever choose a partner to reign alongside them?
No.
Ooh, someone's getting married.
Shut up, Matt.
Who will tame the president's wild heart?
What are you guys trying to spell?
I'm not moving it.
That's the spirit, Kinsey.
I'm serious.
I'm not moving it either.
Neither am I.
Jezebel? Who the fuck is...
Is that not normal?
Where'd you get the board?
I was going through Signac's artifact collection and found it there.
Who did it belong to?
Alistair Crowley?
Christ. Guys? I think it's laughing at us.
Fuck this. I think you're a smart enough piece of wood to see where this is going. Now, you ready to cooperate? That's more like it.
You think we can trust it?
It's not like we got a lot of options.
So what's the plan? We mount up and go in after the boss?
No, I do. No sense in what's left of humanity walking right into a death trap. Someone's gotta live to tell the story.
That's a stupid plan, Johnny.
I'm leaving you in charge.
Hell of a plan, Johnny.
Are you serious?
I'm coming too.
Are you kidding me?
How do you plan to come back?
Yeah, I try not to sweat the details.
You need someone with you that does.
No.
It's my birthday.
Fine. Alright then. You know where my friend is?
True to its word, the spirit board opened up another portal and sent Johnny and Kinsey screaming into hell.
No, myslím teda, že by sme mali byť v tom pekle, tak ako bolo v tom intre ukázané.
Ultor's behind this, I know it.
Ultor and the Saints haven't been enemies in years. You really think he's responsible?
You don't know him like I do. The boss put him through a window for a reason.
The reason was the boss was kind of fucking crazy back then.
That's a fair point.
You know how much easier this would be if we just found a car?
You know how much easier this would be if you just gave me a second?
Dobre, takže sme v pekle. Ako ste videli v ukážke, tak bola nejaká narodeninová oslava. Tuto akýmsi. A na tej oslave potom ako hráli nejakú tú divnú hru nadprirodzenú, alebo ako ju nazvať, tak sa otvoril nejaký portál, ktorý vcucol toho nášho kolegu, prezidenta, alebo čo to bolo, sem do pekla a my dvaja teda sme sa vypravili sem za ním ho asi nájsť. Takže nejaký prvý cieľ, ktorý v pekle máme, je ukradnúť auto, aby sme sa mohli dostať za týmto človekom, ktorý zrejme za tým stojí všetkým. Takže poďme na to. Takže super. Prvý skok teda sa mi moc nepodaril. Nevadí. Bereme. Sme najlepšie auto, to čo našli zrovna.
Biggest building down here, giant Ultor sign on it. I don't think we can go.
Démon po nás strieľa už.
Come on!
Akýmsi sa nejak nechce ísť. Akýmsi tu. No. Dáme si mapu. Aktivujeme si GPS a poďme za Lutherom.
Look at us. Kinsey Kensington and Johnny Gat driving together on a birthday adventure.
Are you always this excited?
Generally, I'm a misanthrope.
I get it.
Vidím, že budeme musieť byť opatrní, lebo na týchto cestách absolútne chýbajú mantinele, ktoré teda sú dosť potrebné, ja si myslím.
Reminds me of Steelport.
A hej, je to pravda, je to divné, že to mesto vlastne vyzerá skoro rovnako ako to mesto v štýrke.
So what's the plan?
Možno je úplne rovnaké, neviem.
What if Dean doesn't have the boss?
I'll probably still shoot him in the face.
No, sme to.
Welcome to hell.
Shouldn't you have a receptionist?
Such is the plight of eternal damnation. I have a feeling you didn't come here to catch up. Let's talk in my office.
Not even death could stop the enterprising Vogel, who wasted no time in setting up an Ultor branch in the bowels of hell. Dane was eager to fill Johnny in on the ever-shifting politics of land rights in the underworld. But real estate mattered little to Johnny, who only cared where his friend was.
Where'd you put the president?
I've been trying to explain that. I didn't take them.
Bullshit. You expect me to believe you just happened to be the first thing we see in hell?
Maybe it's just me, but your thank you sounds more like an accusation.
That's probably because he plans to kill you.
Okay. I get the trust issues. Can I show you something?
The pieces all came together. the president had caused more chaos and destruction than any other in human history. It was only natural that Satan would want them to marry his daughter. They needed a plan, and Johnny had one.
I'm gonna shoot the devil in the face.
I think you might be skipping some details.
No, I said in the face.
I like the commitment, but you gotta find a way to get close enough to him in the first place.
When's the wedding? I'll just show up
And then you'll shoot him in the face. Sorry, but it's a little more complicated than that. These things are tied to the soul. You won't be able to enter without one.
So how do we get one?
You get his attention. I know some places that are of particular value to the father of the bride. You hit those, you'll get your shot.
Wait, why would Satan give out an invitation for destroying his stuff?
Oh, he won't, but it should piss him off enough to get him to attack Johnny personally. Either the devil kills Gat and Ultor gets the construction contracts to rebuild what was destroyed, or Johnny kills Satan and I'll have to pay less taxes. It's pretty win-win.
That's why you're helping us? To make more money in hell?
Hell's what you make of it, sweetie.
Works for me. What you got?
All right.
Satan had entrusted the day-to-day running of hell to 5 archdukes, and Dane knew how to find them all. But beyond that, not everyone in hell was content to go along with Satan's status quo. There were others who shared Dane's ambition for power, and the Ultor mogul knew that the key to unseating Satan lay in gaining their aid. But before Johnny set out to wage war against the Prince of Darkness, Dane had one final gift, an artifact that he had spent fortunes on. Lucifer's cracked halo. This holy relic granted Johnny the majestic wings of the Morning Star. However, he still needed help in learning how to use them.
Alright, you got me out in the sticks, now what?
Would it kill you to show a little excitement? You're about to experience angelic flight, for Christ's sake.
Dane.
Someone needs a nap. Just collect some soul clusters and power up the halo. You'll be flying great. Now you should have just enough clusters to power up your halo.
Dobre, takže sme späť. V ukážke sme videli, že ten Ultor, ktorý sme si mysleli, že uniesol toho nášho prezidenta, tak ho neuniesol, uniesol ho niekto iný. Zrejme pán najvyšší, Lucifer. A zistili sme, že tento Ultor nám zrejme pomôže. Na konci sme dostali od neho nejaký vzácny artefakt, vďaka ktorému zrejme získame krídla, alebo budeme môcť lietať nejak, alebo lepšie skákať. Tak práve teraz sme zobrali tieto klastery, ktoré by nám mali slúžiť ako nejaké skill pointy, alebo ja neviem, jak to povedať. Proste za tieto klastery si môžeme potom zvyšovať schopnosti, takto, tuto. Takže máme tu sprint, alebo flight, sprint, behanie, alebo lietanie. Takže aktivujeme si obidve. Máme presne 4 body na obidve, takže to je zrejme v úlohe, takže toto je taký nejaký tutoriál, si myslím ešte.
Alright, let's start slow. Try to jump over to that next island. Also, the longer you charge your wings before jumping, the further you'll go.
Čím viac to podržíme, tým vyššie skočíme, tak ako to bolo v minulých dieloch. Ale v minulých to nebolo také pekné a efektné, jak to je tu s tými krídlami.
Well, in this case, you need to jump before you can fly. Launch yourself in the air with a jump, and then hold your wings out to glide to that next island. I put out some. You'll have to dive to reach the next island. Do that by pointing your head down. Don't worry, the rest of your body will follow. I put a shiny flap orb out in front of you. Collect the orb, and your wings will flap to gain speed. Alright, now try flapping those wings on your own. Do a flap on your way to the next island. Woo! The exact opposite of diving is climbing. Climbing will slow you down and eventually cause you to stall. And trust me, stalling sucks. You can flap while gliding to gain additional speed. So the faster you're going, the higher you can fly. Now try to reach the island up there. All right, time to take the training wheels off for the final lesson. Flying takes stamina. If you run out in midair, you are going to drop like a rock. A stupid, stamina-less rock. Last island is right under those lava falls. Notice how your stamina drains the longer you glide. Let's get you back to the old tour building. I want to run through all the stuff you can do to hurt Satan.
Sure thing. See you soon.
No, tak sme sa naučili lietať.
Here's the deal. If you want some FaceTime with Satan, you need to get his attention. Now, Satan hates being challenged, so anything you do to undermine his control is good. Fraud, mayhem, shooting demons in the face, anything. You can keep track of Satan's wrath with this handy meter. Get it high enough and you'll be having drinks with Big Red in no time. I've compiled a list of shit to do, so take a look and do whatever sounds fun. Oh, one more thing. We have some potential allies down here. Trust me, you want to impress them.
Super, no, takže. Takže ak sme videli, zrejme budeme mať aj nejakých spojencov, takže ich určite pôjdeme navštíviť a okrem toho určite budeme potrebovať sa nejak vyexpiť na všelijakých vedľajších úlohách po meste. Takže tu aj máme hneď prvú úlohu nejakú. Quest log. Po ceste môžeme pozbierať nejaké tie klastery, aby sme si mohli vyskryť lepšie to lietanie. Sprint.
Yeah!
Oops. Takže vpravo dole máme staminu, tá nám akurát došla, tak sme spadli dole. Takže počkáme. Á, dobíja sa docela rýchlo, takže to je malo byť v pohode. To klaster by som rád zobral, keď už sme tu.
Gotta pick it up.
No, toto je Blackbeard. Vidíme, čo nám povie. To je jeden z tých prvých z potenciálnych spojencov.
Abandoned ship! We've been boarded!
Takže zrejme mu pomôžeme ubrániť loď proti týmto malým trpaslíkom, čo by mohla byť sranda. No to by som sa musel trefiť, ale najprv asi, že? Sakra. Aha. Prísevka. Ešte tu je nejaký? Vedľa, dobre.
I got a bit of treasure in that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
Kladívko. Pekné kladívko.
This reminds me of that one time I killed a lot of people.
Get it off! Get it off! I summoned these imps to serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they could be. Once aboard, they wouldn't listen to their captain. They ran amok in the bowels of the ship. They're swarming me!
Do this all day.
It's okay to drop the pirate voice.
What pirate voice would that be?
Wow.
Zinyak's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were used as currency, it created a new era of prosperity for the wickedly enterprising. This economic boon resulted in the coffers of hell to be overflowing, which in turn piqued the interest of the most notorious man that sailed the seven seas. Long had Blackbeard been a thorn in Satan's side, robbing tax collectors on a semi-regular basis. But the promise of an immeasurable fortune drove him to be even bolder. An arrangement was reached. Blackbeard would provide information on strategic targets in exchange for a share of the profit. Johnny, who was interested in murder, not money, happily agreed.
The ability to summon my crew whenever they're needed.
Iha, môžeme, že by sme mohli summonovať nejakých spojencov. No, my to vyskúšame. Aha, máme tutoriál nejaký na to summonovanie.
Alright, matey. It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion, the imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those enemies?
Haha, dobré.
There you go, matey. Now take down the other two. Those little inkle biters are vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands. Few things are as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. There's a whole wide world waiting to be plundered.
Hrali Shakespeare. Čiže po Blackbeardovi ideme hneď za Shakespeareom. Dobre, ale to by som asi už nechal na ďalší diel Shakespearea. Teraz by som si tu možno spravil nejaké takéto vedľajšie ešte a neviem, skúsime napríklad hneď toto. Neviem čo to je. Alebo takto. Prvé si môžeme ešte pomínať nejaké tie body, ktoré máme na vylepšenie svojich schopností. Takže nemáme čo vylepšiť, takže sa pozrieme do šprintu, výborne, môžeme zvýšiť rýchlosť Ale vlastne my nemáme klastery, dobre, takže do toho moc nevylepšíme. Tak skúsime takto. To je normálne za peniaze, neviem čo je to za meno, to nejaký... Neviem čo. Takže si zvýšime život, to je určite najpotrebnejšie. Zvýšime si kapacitu zásobníka v pištole a nejaký bonus. Á, jasné, rýchlejšie získavanie skúseností, to sa hodí. Takže to je všetko, čo je dostupné zatiaľ. Takže poďme na to vedľajšie.
There's lots of ways to get Satan's attention, but we should never forget the classic rampant fucking murder. Pride is a sin the devil's army has in spades, so if you want to pick a fight, you can bet your ass they're coming in droves.
No, myslím, že toto bude nejaký survival. No jasné, jak som si myslel, je to survival. Si platítko. Kde sú? Tu je. Takže dáme face, to je asi najlepšie. Trošku to lamím, ale to sa časom vypracuje. No na hentoho asi budeme potrebovať pištol nejakú. Čo sa deje? A vedľa. Ale tak toto, keď sme v pekle, tak určite nemôžem na nikoho tu povedať, že je nejaký nevinný občan, takže to absolútne nevadí, keď sa netrafíme a trošku dobodáme aj nejakého nezainteresovaného. No hen toho letajúceho, neviem, jak trafím. Takto. No, pekne. Takže dá sa. Smeťarské autá ináč, tieto sú, čo si všimol zatiaľ, tak tie sú v tejto hre asi najnebezpečnejšie na cestách, absolútne si nevšímajú okolie a majú takúto nejakú rydlicu. Takže smeťarským autám sa určite treba vyhýbať. Fú, ty je teda dosť. A, pozor, smeťári. museli. Výborne, hotová. Už sa tu vyzberáme teda. Dobre, pozrieme si mapu. Či tu ešte nie je niečo blízko zaujímavé. Pozrieme upgradey nové. Stamina, jasné, to je veľmi potrebné, výdrž. Pretože výdrž je potrebná na lietanie a šprintovanie, takže to určite treba. SMG, samozrejme. A nový bonus. Dobre, neviem čo to znamená, ale okej. No, máme nové klastery. Takže dáme si niečo spotrebu staminy. Na šprint. Dáme si shield. To by nám malo odomknúť presne toto. A môžeme preražať auta alebo všelijaké objekty pri šprintovaní, takže toto je myslím, že taký základ. Dobre, zostalo nám ešte 14, to by som asi pozrel v lietaní niečo. Zase menej staminy. A no to je asi všetko. Dobre. Ja by som spravil ešte túto jednu aktivitu, napríklad túto, je to kúsok a potom si to asi ukončíme. Po ceste môžeme zozbierať klastery nejaké. Opa, vedľa. A však to už sme vlastne tu. To bude to isté, baby? Fraud, easy.
My lawyer, Legal Lee, figured out a way to get some gold-level clients a fast track out of hell. The more abuse you put these guys through, the more years we can shave off. Lee suggested running clients through the designated intersections to boost their punishment. Oh, and dive in front of those vehicles on fire for bonus points. I mean, let's face it, the more they hurt, the sooner we can get these wretched bastards out of here.
While his wife Laura was admitted into heaven, the Heavenly Father was less forgiving of poor Tobias, whose shirtless antics as a crazed drug dealer firmly earned him a place inside the Great Inferno. However, ever the optimist, Tobias tried to look on the bright side of being transformed into a husk. After all, while the removal of his signature dreadlocks was a disappointment, he was finally free from having to wear pants. Ever again. But while Perpetual Commando appealed to Tobias, he still yearned for Laura and her delightful snickerdoodles. Touched by his story and terrified by his demeanor, Legal Lee worked with renewed purpose to unite the two lovers.
Máme ďalšie, trafíme sa. Máme ho smeťári. Poď sem. Tak, a to už by sme mali mať aj zlato, si myslím. Dobre, myslím, že máme hotovo. Takže to bola veľmi jednoduchá bočná aktivita. Však bola easy. Takže odmena tiež nič moc. A keď už sme tu, môžeme sa ísť pozrieť ešte sem do obchodu. Kaj sa tam vchádza? Armory? Á, to je automat. Takže si dokúpime asi. Nedokúpime. Všetko máme plné. Skúsime. Aha. Lil Croaker. Klasický rocket launcher. Neviem, vyskúšame toto, čo to povie. Trošku si to jemne vylepšíme. No a poďme to hneď vyskúšať. To je žaba. Kam ide žaba? Aha. Takáto žaba.
Who's next?
Dobrá sranda, myslím, že... Nejaké defaultné. Dobre, ja myslím, že si to tu aj ukončíme už. Za Shakespearom pôjdeme na budúce. V ďalšom dieli, ktorý by mal byť asi skoro. Takže dúfam, že sa vám video páčilo. Ak áno, tak hoďte like, prípadne odber. Ak sa nepáčilo, tak napíšte komentár, čo treba zlepšiť, alebo čo sa nepáčilo. A vidíme sa na budúce. Ďakujem. Čaute.